6'1" senior, number 12, Jason Johnson. At the other guard, a 6' senior, number 24, Kevin Carr. At center, a 6'5" junior, number 25, Dumas Martin. At one forward, a 6'4" senior, number 32, Dante Eisen. And at the other forward, a 6'3" senior, number 11, Lenny Ware. And now for your Rancho Cucamonga Cougars. At guard, number 10, a 6' junior, Jawan Anderson. At the other guard, a 6' sophomore, number 15, Jimmy Norberg. At center, a 6'5" junior, number 44, Jared Garcia. At forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 40, Jared Gilby. And at the other forward, a 6'2" senior, number 4, Deshaun Mincy. Jason Johnson. Substitution for the Cavaliers. Lenny Ware checks into the game for Charles Roberts. Jimmy Warburg into the game for the Cougars. For Deshaun Mincy. Substitution for the Cavaliers. Jason Johnson into the game. Substitution for the Cavaliers. Dante Ison checks in the game for Lenny Ware. Now it's the Cougars. Into the game for Kevin Carr is number 10, Michael Record. Violation by the Cavaliers.
Hey, what are y'all on next, dude? What are y'all on next?
Substitution for the Cavaliers. Kevin Carr checks into the game. Jason Johnson. Basket by Jeremy Lyons. Cougars 20, Cavaliers 19.
Score is 20-19, Rancho.
Traveling violation by the Cougars.
Hell yeah. Oh, but hand it back. Shoot the ball.
Substitution for the Cougars. Jeremy Bryant along with Jimmy Norwood Substitution for the Cavaliers. Michael Kuchenreich in the game for Lenny Ware. Substitutions into the game. For Montclair, Charles Roberts checks into the game. Kevin Carr, for Cougars. Juwan Anderson in the game for Jimmy Norberg. Timeout, Cougars.
You know what we gotta start doing? When I want a timeout, sprint the ball to half court, call timeout. Half court.
Deshaun, save. Timeout, officials timeout on the floor.
Get focused. Focus, Mac. Slow down, tempo. Now drop down right here. Drop back. Don't stay in. Yeah, sprint back. Don't foul. Daddy. No, Daddy's gonna tell him for real. Go, you gotta be serious. Quiet. Oh, that's Nancy. Okay. I thought it was Tim. Okay. I'm gonna zoom in on that. I'm gonna zoom in on that. No, don't be zooming in.
I got some ice, dude. Let's go, Ford. You gotta get it. You gotta get it.
So you gotta get a little early start to the start. Get out of press. Bucket. Yeah. Good. Bucket, that's good.
That he's only 6'4". He's always played in the middle. Chris Johnson had big, bulky, powerful guy. Knows how to score over guys who got a lot more size than he does.
Dollar to Henderson. Missed the tap. Here he comes, and he puts it up and in. J.R. Henderson, kind of a Richard Washington type of a player.
Don't tell me that.
No, you don't like that comparison?
No, this guy. We'll get back into that one.
All right, we'll talk about that. Okay, we'll talk about J.R. Henderson and UCLA. 75-54. The Bruins are ahead with under 6 minutes to play.
It's time for friends to fly free on Southwest Airlines.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
And people are friendlier than ever. Just make reservations at least a day in advance and buy your round-trip ticket at Southwest's regular low unrestricted fare, and a friend flies with you, free, anywhere we fly.
Joe, Dad, what do you think?
Friends fly free on Southwest, the low-fare airline. Call 1-800-I-FLY-SWA.
No matter how far the journey, the need to make it home is basic, instinctual, undeniable. Toyota 4Runner,
Charlie and I were making real good time till we got cut off. We were just stuck there. Well, times like that, I'm glad I got Great Western direct deposit. Nothing can hold up my paycheck. It goes into my account automatically. And I can call the bank to confirm it anytime I want. Check it out. You never know when you're going to get caught in traffic. Talk to Great Western Bank about direct deposit, or ask your employer.
75-54, UCLA leads it. A UCLA great of all-time football star, Don Muma.
So what makes UCLA so special is guys like this who keep coming back. The good Reverend, so much a part of the UCLA family. Academic All-American Hall of Fame, along with John Wooden, Jamal Wilkes. A great leader and an inspirational force for young people everywhere.
Chris Marlowe and Bill Walton, 5 minutes, 44 seconds. UCLA had the steal momentarily. Once again, excuse me, Bill, just for 1 second, I want to pump this game one more time. Saturday, December 3rd, the John R. Wooden Classic. I'm told tickets are still available. It's Kansas against UMass at 10:30 a.m. and then UCLA, Kentucky right after that. That's the Pond in Anaheim if you want to get out and watch the UCLA Bruins.
John Wooden will be there.
Yeah.
So many of the great players from the history of the game will be there, honoring coach, and it'll just be a fabulous event. But I'm not going to let you off the hook on the Richard Washington comparison with J.R. Henderson.
Oma Givens, and shot is blocked. When we get 1 second, Bill, let's discuss that.
How about an hour?
Cal State Northridge. And when push comes to shove, Cameron Dollar picks up. Let's talk about J.R. Henderson. You don't think he is that kind of a type of player? What I meant, a 6'9" player, very smooth, very quiet, very athletic.
Richard Washington played an inside game. I agree with your assessment of Washington, but J.R. Henderson is a perimeter player.
Okay.
A smooth, graceful, loping player who can play the transition game. And this player, once he matures a little bit physically and the definition comes out, you take a look at what Ike Nwankwo looks like, and when J.R. Henderson gets to that level physically, you're going to see one of the country's top players. That's how good this guy is.
Cal State Northridge free throwing has gone south recently. Matadors now 11 for 20. Sean Stone at the line.
He's the ex-Marine.
4 years in the Marines. He has his first point today, so it's been a quiet day for Stone.
Well, he thinks this is like a day at the beach after being in the Marines for 4 years.
UCLA by 20 with 5 minutes to play. Oma Givens, turn, shoot, no good. And here's Michelli. Givens very fast and very quick. Marquise Burns is in for UCLA.
Such balance. The way guys like Givens and Henderson, very tall players who just float over the court the way a Tyus Edney would at 5'7" is Edney.
Nice defense there by Givens. And he'll commit the foul. So Peter Michelli will go to the line and shoot two.
You're talking about Henderson and the development that he will undergo. The hardest thing for guys who make the jump from high school to college and college to the pros is the physical level at each step up the ladder. And you don't really realize that until after your first season, when you go home and you sit down and you say, gosh, I could have been a lot better, and I would be if I was stronger. And when you get stronger, not so much bigger, but stronger, and those muscles respond better through extra conditioning, then you just become such a more effective player.
Well, Michelli has really upped the level of his play this year. Game one, he has got 17, 7 over his average of last year, as UCLA leading once again by 19, 75-56, 4.5 minutes to play. Givens, outside shot not working so far. Let's check Oma Givens. He has not scored a point yet. 0 for 6 from the field for Oma.
It's not how many you make, it's how many you take. Get them up there on the glass so that guys like the O'Bannons can smash them down. But Michelli's playing, this has been a very physical game. You look at the bruise on Michelli's right bicep. We can get a shot of that as he's standing along the line there. This has not been a game for the weak of heart.
At the line is Ruben Oronos. Played pretty well despite the fact, oh, check that, that's Michael Dorsey. Get that referee out of my line of sight here. Michael Dorsey, junior from Riverside, California. Dorsey with 6, now 7 as he makes 2. 75-58. The Matadors cutting it down. And now Dollar will be challenged by Robert Hill. Here's Henderson. They say he can play point guard. His ball handling skills are so smooth. As Burns misses a three, Givens goes and gets the rebound. And they're going to
Henderson is one
call
of
a
those,
kick.
Henderson is one of those players who's played his whole life. Played in every position, the pickup basketball.
20-second timeout.
The 20-second timeout, but so many of these guys who are tall, they don't ever get the luxury of playing in the backcourt. Henderson, so smooth, so fluid, has played every position in every type of basketball situation. Look for him to develop into a real star.
Don't forget, find out what's brewing on the sports scene in Westwood with the UCLA Sports Magazine. It's a review of the week, a look at what's coming up, plus interviews, profiles, athletes, and the coaches. Also has a terrific host. Watch the UCLA Sports Magazine Wednesday night, 11 p.m. on Prime Ticket.
I didn't know Bill McDonald was the host of that show.
Billy Mack. Actually, Tom Kelly going to fill in for me. 75-58. Just kidding, everybody. As that ball whacked out of bounds. And so Dempsey will take it out.
Tom Kelly, he's in heaven down there in that USD Notre Dame game.
Oh, yeah. He'll be getting it on. That game starts in just about an hour. Who are we picking in that one, Bill?
Scoreless tie.
Scoreless tie. Dempsey for three. Got it! You know, there is a way to earn playing time. Come in and play well. Show the coaches that you can play.
Yeah, you have to play so well. It's going to be very difficult for Dempsey because the younger players show so much promise.
From the corner, it's off the mark, and UCLA almost tipped it in. Henderson comes up with it.
But that's what being part of a team is all about. Not everybody is going to be the star. Not everybody's going to get playing time. You still got to come in and get the job done.
UCLA last year, when the Bruins scored 80 or more points, the Bruins were 14-2. 79 or less, they were 7-5. Bruins right near 80 now with 3 minutes to play. Been kind of a ho-hum second half, wouldn't you say, Bill?
A lot of substitutions. Coach Herrick looking at different combinations, giving the freshmen some exposures, some experience. But knowing that next week against Kentucky will be a much different situation.
So here is the much-mentioned J.R. Henderson, averaged 27 points, 14 rebounds, 5 blocks, 6 assists, and 4 steals in high school. Here he is, and he is held.
Well, Dorsey gets called for the foul. He really should have let Henderson go that time because Henderson had already lost the ball by the time Dorsey decided to give up the hard foul. Coach Cassidy going deep to the bench now.
So Ruben Oronos, he goes out for a moment. Michelli goes out. Oronos carrying the 4 fouls. Michelli carrying 17 points with him. Here's J.R. Henderson. Free throw, no good. Henderson, a 75%er in high school at East Bakersfield. Interestingly, his father, Milton Henderson, was a star at West Texas State, along with Maurice Cheeks, the former Philadelphia star at one time. That was a good backcourt. Henderson. And Burns comes up with a rebound. Out to Bailey. And UCLA will set it up. 78-58. Hamburgers are looking dubious. Henderson tries to wrap around. Trenton Cross, lob, dunk. Michael Dorsey. 78-60. Dorsey with 9 second-half points.
Northridge's best play of the day. Too little, too late. Against a vastly superior UCLA team that played with a lot of fire.
Northridge looking for a winning season this year. That is the goal. Burns drops it off, and it's taken away by Northridge. Matadors still playing some defense. Three coming. Gray, short, and Givens. And it's some wild basketball. Stone. And here's Toby Bailey. An electrifying dunk in the first half. Toby Bailey with 9 points, a couple of threes. for Bailey. And UCLA with 1:10 left. The Bruins looking to pick up their first victory, 78-60. Marquise for three. Marquise burns, and UCLA has an 81-60 lead.
When you look at a team or program, you always look for development and improvement. And you look at what this Bruin team compared to last year, I see better conditioning, better outside shooting, and better ball movement. All things that will help this team have a much better season and get to where they belong, national champion.
Watch Bailey and Henderson. Henderson got it. And certainly a lot better depth. That's really going to help UCLA starters. Chris Johnson shaking a leg on the sideline. The freshmen very supportive of each other. 83-60. We'll take time out. We're coming right back. Stay with us.
It's not Harvard. It's not Yale. It's not Princeton. It's the training class at home base, and all of our employees have to pass it. Been to home base recently? This portable shop vac with attachments is a great gift idea, just $27.99. And light up the holidays with this GE Christmas light set. Service, price, selection. Nobody covers the bases like home base. Home base, ready to help.
Chris Marlowe back with Bill Walton, 83-60, UCLA. Up on Northridge, 29 seconds to play. UCLA with the reserves in there now, but still full court pressing. Been a good win for UCLA, or it will be a good win as Trenton Cross.
I think it's safe to say that the game is almost over, Chris. And that UCLA will win this game.
Our producer today is Jerry Romano. Our director, Doug Freeman. Boyd Robertson out on the floor with us, and of course, Jim Pels.
How about the fact, though, that another Bruin going into the Hall of Fame this year, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Myers, and he misses. 11 seconds to go. UCLA by 23. UCLA would like to get Bob Myers a shot. He averaged 0.4 last year. Let's see if they go for Bob Myers, the 6'6" sophomore out of Alamo, California. He's got it. It's going up. 6 seconds. Off balance. No. And Northridge with Trenton Cross.
The referees don't know what to call.
Well, they count it. It's 83-60. No basket. So Jim Herrick wins another season opener. The Bruins are 1-0. Pete Cassidy and the Matadors 0-1. We'll be back with a final word after this.
A special report. Chevy's new S-Series extended cab pickup now just $12,871 with a driver's side airbag, stereo cassette, air conditioning.
We interrupt this report with a bulletin. This $12,871 price also includes aluminum wheels, special trim, rear wheel ABS, and lots more, saving you hundreds of dollars in California.
You can't interrupt a special report with a bulletin.
Can.
It's headline news. The new Chevy S-Series extended cab, only $12,871 at your Chevy Geo dealer.
Thousands of forest fires are started by people who never realize what they've done. Some never even set foot in the forest.
Some of my best memories are times at the beach. But now our beaches are threatened by pollution. If we don't stop, our kids will have different memories. Don't dump in the storm drains. The beach is closer than you think. To help, call 1-800-HEAL-BAY.
Back at UCLA's Pauley Pavilion, an impressive opening game for the Bruins as they win over Cal State Northridge by 23 points. Now stay tuned for the IBM ATP Tennis Magazine show coming up next. Hope you enjoyed it. For Bill Walton, I'm Chris Marlowe saying goodbye. From Pauley Pavilion, the Bruins win it by 23.
Attention all hockey fans suffering withdrawals from a lack of their favorite game. A temporary remedy is on the way. The Great Western Bank Freeze-Out. College hockey at its best. Two-day doubleheader starts Friday, November 25th. Maine takes on Notre Dame, and Boston U battles Princeton. The consolation and championship games take place Sunday, November 27th. Tickets on sale now at the Great Western Forum box office and at all Ticketmaster locations. Don't miss out on the Freeze-Out. This is Prime Ticket, Sports LA style. We now join the following program in progress.
Watch and wager on the Los Alamitos races at a satellite location near you. Enjoy quarter... Watch and wager on the Los Alamitos races at a satellite location near you. Enjoy quarter horse, thoroughbred, and Arabian racing from Los Alamitos at Hollywood Park, Del Mar, Fairplex Park, San Bernardino, Victorville, Lake Paris, Lancaster, Sycuan, plus many other satellite locations. Racing nightly Thursday through Sunday. First post 7:15 p.m. Thursday and Friday, 6:45 p.m. Saturday and Sunday.
Of Makita design. Innovative. Always a leader. Makita. It's all the power you need.
Either you can get this Panasonic palm quarter camcorder and know it has a color viewfinder, or take your chances. Either get this Panasonic palm quarter that helps hold the picture steady when you can't, or take your chances. Either get a Panasonic palm quarter and know it's safe for playing your VHS VCR, or take your chances.
Both would have had vivid memories of that epic World Championship semifinal 2 years ago. Becker won the set time.
When you're traveling to the east, insist on the airline that offers you the most.
Start again. Becker's confidence and his touch were back to their finest, and most of the 9,000 in the Festhalle had happy faces. Becker took the first set 6-3 and piled on the power in the second. In the second set, though, Ivanisevic raised his game. His ground strokes a sheer delight. Taking on Becker and his imposing support was a mountainous task, but the Croats seemed to be relishing it. He took the second set and forced a third set tiebreak. But just as 2 years ago, he couldn't go that final step to victory. That one missed pass at 2-2 was crucial. Ivanisevic had his chance, and it was Becker who served it 6-5 for the match. Titanic struggle, and after it, Ivanisevic was to fade tamely out of the tournament. The Colossus from Lyman, Germany was to go from strength to strength. Stefan Edberg had been generally regarded as the softest touch in the white group, but after a straight sets win over Ivanisevic, he knew that victory against Pete Sampras would take him into the semifinals. But Sampras, who'd already lost to Becker, was equally determined. Edberg had taken the first set, but Sampras drew on all his competitive instincts in the second, and here at 5-3 had set point. It was the fiercest tennis played by the two real sportsmen. Sampras hinting that he had to nail Edberg to the floor to beat him. Despite its importance, both camps enjoying the show. The luck had evened out, and sure enough, the third set went to a tiebreak, in which Sampras was simply magnificent. Sampras at 6-3 with 3 match points. Pistol Pete was alive and still shooting. He and Stefan both now had to win their final matches to make it to the semifinal. Sampras duly dismissed Ivanisevic, which meant that if Becker beat Edberg in the final group match, it would be Becker and Sampras through. If the Swede won, it would be Edberg and Becker. The first set went to a tie-break, where Stefan jumped all over Boris's serve. But Boris battled back and took the second set 6-4, and at 5-all in the third, threatened to strike again. Edberg's weakness overhead was about to cost him a lot. And that set up break point. If he got it, Becker would be serving for the match. The Festolo rose to their hero. Becker obliged by holding on, taking the match and going through to the semi as champion of the group. Sampras was through with him. Edberg, despite playing some of his best tennis of the year, was out. The conclusion of the toughest group in the history of the IBM ATP Tour World Championship. Becker perfect. Sampras relieved. Edberg unlucky. And by the end, Ivanisevic jaded.
Either you can get this Panasonic palm quarter camcorder and know it has a color viewfinder, or take your chances. Either get this Panasonic palm quarter that helps hold the picture steady when you can't, or take your chances.
I love Westminster Mall for lots of reasons. Stores that offer me great value, convenience, and of course, all the latest styles. Although shopping at some malls can be a hassle. Not here, it's right off the 405. I can park close to my favorite stores. That makes me a very happy person. And as the nice folks here can tell you, a happy person is a satisfied customer.
Westminster Mall, Robinson May, Sears, and our newest store, JCPenney.
You know what? You're funny. You should be a comedian. We'll teach you everything you need to know to become a successful stand-up comic. Don't even wait another second. Pick up the phone now and make the decision to start living your dream today.
Jerry Mabbitt's Comedy Workshop is great because you get to learn from a successful working comic. There's no better feeling than being on stage and having the entire audience laughing with you.
Call our 24-hour hotline, 1-800-40-FUNNY. That's 1-800-40-FUNNY.
Alamitos races at a satellite location near you. Enjoy quarter horse, thoroughbred, and Arabian racing from Los Alamitos at Hollywood Park, Del Mar, Fairplex Park.
When Sergi Bruguera came onto the green set surface at Frankfurt last year, he was on a learning curve. What he learned was that his game was just a fraction below what was needed at this level indoors. Now, 12 months later, it was on a different level. And in the opening match, he showed Chang he was prepared to work like a demon. Although he lost it, that rally summed up Bruguera's commitment to this week. And Sergi also showed that his improved form at Wimbledon had given him new confidence at the net. Bruguera won the first set tiebreak 7-1, and he was in unbeatable form in the second. outmatched Chang for persistence, and he'd been altogether too powerful and too accurate. It was a victory that meant an awful lot to him. He went on to demolish Barasategi in straight sets. With Agassi also seeing off Chang in straight sets, his final group match against Bruguera was to decide who'd go through as group champion, and so avoid the mighty Becker in the semifinals. Agassi began in startling form. Agassi won the first set 6-4, but Bruguera was confident enough in his attacking strokes, and he was able to hurt Agassi too. Bruguera ran away with the second set 6-1. His movement and his touch at the net simply inspired. In the third set, Agassi had to raise his game another notch, and he did. At 5-3, Agassi had a break and match point. His 21st win in 22 matches, including the U.S. Opens. Again, Agassi had done everything required and in style. So Agassi and Bruguera through to the semifinals. Chang desperately disappointed with his return. Barasategi winning just 8 games in 6 sets. A sobering experience.
Baseball has a whole new look. The Arizona Fall League, home of baseball's future stars, offers a great line of hats, jackets, and other cool stuff. With 6 hot teams to choose from: the Chandler Diamondbacks, Peoria Javelinas, Tempe Raptors, Sun City Solar Sox, the Mesa Saguaros, and the Scottsdale Scorpions. Call 1-800-895-HATS and collect all 6. That's 1-800-895-4287. Call now.
Watch and wager on the Los Alamitos races at a satellite location near you. Enjoy quarter horse, thoroughbred, and Arabian racing from Los Alamitos at Hollywood Park, Del Mar, Fairplex Park, San Bernardino, Victorville, Lake Paris, Lancaster, Sycuan, plus many other satellite locations. Racing nightly Thursday through Sunday. First post 7:15 p.m. Thursday and Friday, 6:45 p.m. Saturday and Sunday.
Makita design. Innovative. Always a leader. Makita. It's all the power you need.
Plenty of excitement on court, but there's no shortage away from it either, as the Fan Fest, the tour's total fan experience, set about creating the sort of buzz likely to attract new fans to the game.
Hello, ich bin Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. Hi, I'm Daniel. And we're going to have some fun.
Once again, it was the interactive games, like the electronic wall and Past the Jensens, that proved the biggest attraction. Not that fans like these two were going to miss out on the other sources of entertainment on offer. Taking the two youngsters around the Fan Fest was Daniel's father. Were they having as much fun as they appeared to be?
Oh, yes, I think he's had fun here. Because he can try out different things. There's a lot of technological innovations, like the virtual reality. But they can also practice their tennis on the mini tennis court. And they're having a lot of fun. That's the main thing. It's not about competition. It's about having fun. Just for fun.
Just for fun.
Also providing fun to the visitors of the Fan Fest was Lufthansa's Cockpit Live Simulator, a memorable experience for many kids and a valuable opportunity for the airline.
The aims of the FanFest and the people it attracts correspond to the goals we are pursuing with our Up and Away youth travel campaign. The idea behind this is to bring Lufthansa closer to young people, particularly teenagers, by attracting them with specially tailored products.
Another impressive landing for a young Lufthansa recruit. And another smooth flight for the FanFest. Pete Sampras was the bookmaker's favorite for the first semifinal, but the smart money was on Agassi. He was the man in form, and only 2 weeks before in Paris, he'd beaten Sampras in straight sets. Sure enough, Agassi started majestically. Agassi had broken in the opening game. He held firm, and here at 5-4 held 2 set points. There was just one answer to these savage attacks. The world #1 knew he had to take the fight back to Agassi. Then at the end of the second set, an overrule from Rudy Berger set Agassi off. Agassi was given a warning for verbal abuse, and he was never the same again. Sampras seized his chance. Sampras as emotional as he's ever been. The play was still of the highest class, but the momentum had shifted. Sampras now on a high, especially once he'd taken the second set tiebreak. From now on, the biggest winners came from his racket. Agassi had a point deducted in the opening game of the deciding set after another outburst. But more importantly, his control of the match had gone. Sampras finished him off. One of the most satisfying wins of Sampras's career. He'd taken on Agassi in prime form and beaten him. After an All-American semifinal, an All-European clash. Becker in front of his adoring fans, an overwhelming favorite. Bruguera, as against Chang, was prepared to run until he dropped. Becker's volleys were on the whole dominating the proceedings. But if he came in on anything short, he was invariably punished. Bruguera took the first set on a tiebreak, and for a while it looked as if the impossible was about to happen. The crowd were alarmed, but soon Becker was making them feel a whole lot better. Bruguera down and very nearly out. Becker took the second set 6-4, and in the third he was rampant. Whatever Bruguera was trying now, Becker had an answer. The longer the match went on, the more Becker got on top. At 5-1, Becker served with 3 match points. He'd come through a real scare, but in the end, he'd been as impressive as ever. Now he was through to the final to take on the world #1.
A pro at the ATP Tour International Headquarters, home of men's professional tennis and the world's greatest players. Find it on Florida's favorite coast in Ponte Vedra Beach. As our guest, you'll experience the pros' home court advantage. share their multi-court surfaces and their championship facilities. For information on our exciting tennis packages and to book your next tennis escape, call the Player's Choice, the Marriott at Sawgrass Resort.
From the courts of the NBA, to the courts of the Grand Slams, to the World's Championship greens. It's IBM, who manages the complex network of systems that speeds millions of stats and scores to the coaches, players, fans, and media.
That puts him in the lead.
Instantly. Information that puts a little more in the game for everybody.
If your old staple gun is hard to use, even with two hands, try the new Black & Decker Power Shot. It puts the power up front where it belongs, so it's easy to use. The Power Shot. Who says two hands are better than one?
Prime plays the world.
So the finalists are decided. Whoever wins will join an elite group of past winners at the Festhala. Becker must have been feeling good about his chances of his second world championship. True, they were all level at 5-all in their head-to-heads, but all 5 of Becker's wins had come indoors on the carpet. Sampras, after scraping through his group and then beating Agassi, was regarding this as a bonus. Becker bided his time, and then at 4-4 at break point on Sampras' serve, he struck. And with his serve well grooved, he took the first set with ease. Just one of 30 aces through the match, but at 2-3 in the second set, Becker suddenly lost his serving touch. He produced 5 double faults in the game, and Sampras eventually took his present. That was the turning point in the match. Sampras took the second set 6-3, and from then on, try as he may, Becker could never wrestle back the control. Becker paid the price, losing his concentration, but coach Tim Gullickson mirrored his man's confidence. Sampras is the best in the world overhead, but here he was putting the lobs away with a little bit extra. Becker by now was having to go for the lines to pass him. But while Sampras cruised on serve, Becker was occasionally running into real trouble. And the hurt wasn't just mental. Sampras took the third set 7-5, and his backhand, sometimes a vulnerable part of his game, was now finding its mark time and time again. Whenever he had a target, he simply unleashed the backhand past Becker with awesome power. It was a stroke that was a fraction off at the beginning of the week. Not now. After 2 hours and 35 minutes, Sampras was a point away from his second World Championship title. His 10th title of a year that had been almost perfect, and then so frustrating. He's ended it in the best possible way.
I'd like to thank Boris for letting me be here, because he won his match on Friday. If he would have went down to Stefan, I would be home. So thanks, Boris. Okay. Thanks a lot. I'll be back next year. Thanks.
Now let's take a look at the end-of-season top 10. No Frankfurt for Todd, but he's finished in the 10. Michael also missed out and tumbles to 9. Alberto's up from number 36 a year ago. But it's familiar territory for the rest of the top 10. With Morris at his highest for 3 years, and Andre at his highest ever. But not high enough. We'll leave you with Pete Sampras. There's just no dislodging the man. He's been number 1 for the entire year. A worthy world champion of a memorable championship. The IBM ATP Tour Tennis Magazine on Prime has been brought to you by IBM. There is a difference. From me, Randall E. Rose, see you next week.